The Jackson Public School District was given an F rating by the Mississippi Department of Education, but there is one elementary school that turned its struggle into a success. Here's a look at some of the top stories we're tracking. Right now, a statewide search is underway after police say a man wanted for a double homicide in Tennessee. Hanging on to your old credit card? Probably not a good idea. A survey by creditcards.com found that 50 million users have never changed their credit card. An empty plot of land will soon become a go-kart park. Developers are working to build a state-of-the-art entertainment facility for kids and kids at heart. It is foggy and wet outside as you head out the door this morning. Heather will have more on your first alert forecast when we come right back. County schools, many of you have been asking. Yes, we can confirm they are closed. No school today for Rankin County schools. Now, we did spot some snow on the roads in Rankin County. Let's go to Chief Meteorologist Dave Roberts. He joins us with a look at what's going on there. Good Friday morning to you. We're following some breaking stories around central Mississippi. While you were sleeping, flames engulfed two Vicksburg homes, killing two children. The emotional video straight ahead in the alert center, plus a live report at 6:50. Also, the doctor who admitted to paying bribes to former MDOC Commissioner Chris Epps will be sentenced today. And later, three teenagers waking up behind bars for a package theft in Madison. Those stories and more coming up. But first, let's check in with Patrick with our Friday forecast. Good morning. To tackle the growing opioid epidemic, it'll include seeking the death penalty for high-volume drug dealers. NBC's Kate Snow reports. Jackson police also spent the night looking for two clues after two shootings happened just hours apart from each other. Ashley Garner live from police headquarters in downtown Jackson with the very latest. And more devastating news from the scene of that big shopping mall fire in Siberia. Russian media reporting that an entire primary school class was killed in the blaze. They were watching a cartoon in the movie theater on the 4th floor. Cheryl Lassiter tracking the updates for us. Classes are canceled because of the excessive heat in Ohio. And listen to this. One parent says her son's not going back to school until they fix the AC. Shelby Miller explains. This morning, people in Alabama are waking up to storm damage after Monday night's severe weather rolled through. You're looking at stunning video of a Dollar General just torn to pieces near Jacksonville State University. You can see the roof has completely collapsed at this store. Officials now assessing the damage left behind. We'll have more on this story coming up in the Alert Center. But first, let's check in with meteorologist Patrick Ellis, who has the first day of spring, not feeling like it per se. Yeah. We're following breaking news from the nation's capital, where an accident involving at least 20 vehicles is being called a mass casualty incident. A semi-truck carrying gravel lost its load, causing a chain reaction wreck. Cheryl Lassiter with the latest updates live in the Alert Center. Incredible story now of selflessness. A police officer who encountered a heroin-addicted woman affected him so much he was compelled to help in an extraordinary way. CNN's Ed Lavendera explains how the officer went beyond the call of duty.
Heroin and crystal meth control Crystal Champ's life.
It is everything.
The strangling grip of addiction has left her homeless on the streets of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I did give up, you know. I just decided that this was going to be my life.
That's what makes me happy, that we'll be there for her.
For Officer Ryan Holitz, it's proof that even in the darkest moments, you never know when love and hope will reveal itself. Ed Lavendera, CNN, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
53 degrees at 5:18 in the capital city. Good morning to you, and here's a look at some of the top stories we're tracking. Right now, a statewide search is underway after police say a man wanted for a double homicide in Tennessee is believed to be in East Mississippi. What we know straight ahead. Plus, 4 tornadoes have been confirmed after strong storms swept through the state Friday night. And later, the city of Jackson wants to keep you in the know with regular press briefings. Those stories and more straight ahead. Several law enforcement agencies in Mississippi are on the hunt for a Tennessee man suspected of killing his mother and friend. He was last seen Sunday afternoon in Jasper County. The Raycom News Network's Quamitra Wilborn has the latest developments. And 60 customers are waking up under a boil water notice in 2 separate advisories. The first one impacts residents on Chandler Drive and Dale Court. The second impacts the 1100 through 1300 blocks of Quinn Street. And due to a recent loss in water pressure in both areas, you are asked to boil your water 1 minute before drinking it. Now this follow-up. 4 tornadoes touched down during Friday night storms. The National Weather Service says one touched down in Rankin County and was on the ground for at least 5 minutes. A few trees were uprooted and power lines were downed along Haynes Chapel Road. An EF1 and EF0 storm touched down in southeast Claiborne County, and another EF1 struck near the Claiborne County line. There are no reports of any injuries or structural damage. Take a look at this. Parts of the metro saw damage from the Friday night storms. Our cameras were rolling on Northside Drive near the State Street intersection where a massive tree blocked the road there. The large leaning tree and its branches blocked a portion of the road where drivers had to take a detour. No word if the tree has been removed from the road. Addison police are searching for a man who took off running after a traffic stop. Ashley Garner joining us live from police headquarters with the latest. Ashley. The Mississippi River continues to rise and will reach 7 feet above flood stage over the next 2 days. Emergency management officials keeping a close eye on some areas as flood waters approach record levels. Tomorrow, the Mississippi will hit its expected crest of 50 feet. Flooding has caused many county roads and one state highway to be closed until they can dry out and get cleaned up. People are dead in the collapse of a brand new pedestrian bridge near Florida International University in Miami. That bridge hadn't opened to foot traffic yet when it crumbled and fell onto roadway traffic on Thursday. Cheryl Lassiter getting us up to speed. Live in the alert. It's a little bit of that jacket in the morning and then shedding it by the afternoon.
So we are talking about a fairly nice day ahead for us. Take a look at this sky cam.
Even though I sit next to a Rev, you got to say, go Lady Bulldogs Wilson.
Go Lady Bulldogs Wilson.
6:27 if you're heading out the door. Here's a look at.
Good morning to you, Wilson, and good morning to you at home as well. As you wake up this morning wondering how you can put some energy, high energy and fun in your day, well, this is it. We're inviting you to come on out to the club at Township here in Ridgeland because we are spinning, as Wilson mentioned, for a great cause. Take a look behind me now. Cheryl, it's going really good. The streets are starting to fill up with walkers and runners who are going to be coming on down. Matter of fact, I want to show you exactly where the race will begin this morning. Now, of course, we're right in front of Thalia Hall, but over here, West Street in Pascagoula is where walkers and runners will line up and head down Pascagoula. This is a 5K. We'll have you to know, Mr. Wilson Stribling, you are wrong. I am very much cycling right now. This is happening on live TV. The good news is I haven't broken a sweat just yet, but I will, and so will you. The two women recently arrested in that major drug bust that netted more than $10 million worth of heroin will appear inside this courthouse this morning. They'll stand before a judge to answer why they had so many drugs and a 3-month-old baby inside their vehicle. 23-year-olds Arlene Moya and Trisha Lynn Ibarra, both from Texas, were arrested after a traffic stop on I-20 in Rankin County Monday night. Deputies searched their SUV and found 51 pounds of white heroin in the gas tank. Sheriff Brian Bailey says the drugs have an estimated street value between $10 and $20 million, possibly making this the largest bust ever in Mississippi. A 3-month-old baby was also in the vehicle and is now in the custody of Child Protection Services. If convicted, the women could face life in prison. And again, both of those women are expected in court today at around 1:30, and we will keep you updated. That's right, and because of the city's ongoing water crisis, several Jackson Public School students are returning to class this morning with either low water pressure or no water at all. Forest Hill High School is the only JPS school opening today that has no water. And as we mentioned, 4 other schools have low water pressure. Students and teachers have been out of school for nearly a month due to Jackson's water crisis. More than 100 water main breaks across the city forced JPS to extend the holiday break because most of the schools lost water pressure. School leaders say there will be water available at the schools still experiencing problems. Water stations will be set up and students will be served sacked lunches in the cafeteria. Students have missed 8 school days, and now JPS has to come up with a plan on how they will make up 5 of those days. They're hoping to have that plan figured out sometime in February. Reporting on the city's west side, I'm Joy Redmond, WLBT 3 on your side. It's somebody's birthday today, and for once I'll let the shine off of me and give it to this guy. He turned the tender age of just so much younger than the two of us. 28. Oh. Happy birthday, Patrick.
Thank you, guys.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Patrick. Happy birthday to you.